And we are live. Let's go. Turn that down so we're good for that. There we go. Just wait for everyone to get in here. And we got the Jays, 2 and 3 Jays against the 1 and 4 Astros here today. As they're just getting done with Blue Jays Central. As the Blue Jays look to bounce back after a terrible game, no hit last night. Got a lot of balls in play, but they need a better effort tonight. As we're just getting ready for the start of this game here. As Dan Schulman and Buck Martinez is going over their pregame stuff. First pitch should be in about 9 minutes or so. And Barrios is getting the start tonight, so perfect. Barrios is 3-1 versus the Astros in the last 4 starts with a 2.45 ERA, and they're batting .200 against him with a .602 OPS. That's between 2021 and 2023 here. And Bo Bichette is back in the lineup. And Davis Snyder is in the lineup in left field tonight for the Jays as they get ready to kind of rebound off of that horrible game last night being no hit. They only striked out 7 times, though, so not terrible game hitting-wise, just couldn't get the ball in play. As we're just going to keep listening to basically the pregame show. Madison Shipman is talking there. I'm also addicted to these new Coke spiced. And then they're just talking about the no-hitter, what the Jays need to do. Welcome in, everyone. They're just talking what the Jays need to do to not be no-hit again tonight and go out and get that win. Barrios is on the mound, 3-1 in his last 4 starts against the Astros with a 2.45 ERA. As Bichette is in as well. Bo Bichette is back in the lineup. Davis Snyder will be playing left field with a lefty on the mound in Framber Valdez. He has a 1-3 record against the Jays here. And there we go. They're just showing Bowden Francis's start last night wasn't the greatest. Cabrera getting hit. I believe Tucker had 2 home runs last night. Oh, my neck's stiff. And they're repeating Bo Bichette has returned. That's kind of the key part of the Toronto Blue Jays day. Showing Justin Turner pretty good addition in Justin Turner, I would say. Not a Matt Chapman defensively, but Turner does have the upside on the offensive side of things. Not too sure how Matt Chapman's doing with the San Francisco Giants. They're good. They're actually outside with our new neighbors. We got some new neighbors. I had a little girl, so the daughters are playing with her. Thanks for asking. As we're just getting set here for the Oilers game. Blue Jays game. Oilers game was last night. It's been a long day. I've been up since 20 to 5, so. So we're just going to get through these commercials. First pitch should be in about 5 minutes or so. Welcome in, everyone. New Coke Spiced is actually pretty good. I actually like it better than the Pepsi. As we're just going to get settled in here. Not much to talk about besides Bo Bichette back in the lineup, Barrios on the mound, and Davis Schneider in left field. I'm not too sure if that's going to push Kiermaier out of the lineup or Varsho. We'll see when the lineups are shown for that. I wish commercials didn't exist. You know how fast they would go? So we're just getting through this. You're in Lloydminster. I'm in Edmonton. Downtown Edmonton. Gotta love it. As I do hear one of the kids crying already. It's her bedtime. She doesn't like to go to bed early. As we're just getting through these commercials here. We'll do at least 3 innings. We'll see how it's going with the Blue Jays. See how they're doing. As here we go. They're back in Minute Maid Park here. Astros 1-4, getting their first win against the Jays yesterday. Jays 2-3, looking to go 3-3 after tonight. And Springer, of course, is going to be leading off, I believe. And Springer was also a video tribute to him for his 10 years of Major League service here, as Springer came up with the Houston Astros and a big part of their World Series back in the day. And then Kiermaier and Gausman will also reach 10 years service time in the next few weeks. So 3 guys, 10 years service, good, mentality to have. As we got George Springer, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Justin Turner, Davis Snyder, Alejandro Kirk, Ernie Clement, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Kevin Kiermaier as the going lineup tonight. So Varsho is out with a lefty, Biggio out on a lefty as well. So they do have a couple lefties on the bench to come in if the Astros do decide to throw a righty in middle of the game. So lefties, very heavy righty lineup except for Kiermaier. For the Jays today, so keep an eye on Barrios, see how long they let him go. I believe he has the green light to go, about 100 pitches. He's been pretty solid through spring training, his first start. there against the Tampa Bay Rays. Nope. As Don Mattingly they're talking about. So let's go. Let's get this first pitch going at 6:10. That's when it said the first pitch was today. So they're running a little bit late. Last night's game was a 2-hour game, so we'll see how this goes. There's Ernie Clement. Yeah, there's Valdez coming out to the mound. So pretty soon here, the first pitch will be there. I do, if you see me fiddling with my ear, I do have my headphone in. So it's not like I'm picking my ear. It's just the headphone. So Valdez this season has a 5.79 ERA with a 9.6 Ks through his first start, with a whip of 2.36 and an opponent's average of 313. So that's a pretty high average for his first game. So he must have got lit up. I didn't really look into Valdez numbers. As he's just kind of warming up here, throwing the ball to the catcher for the Astros. We'll go through their lineup when it's shown. More than likely, Altuve's at second, Bregman's at third, Abreu's more than likely at first with Yordan Alvarez at left field, and then I would go with more than likely Pena at shortstop than Tucker at right. But you never know. They could switch their lineup out. As Valdez is just getting his warm-up pitches, so they're a little bit late on start off. As we got Yordan Alvarez at left, Chris McCormick at center, and Kyle Tucker at right field. And then Kyle Tucker's a Gold Glover as well. Alex Bregman, Jeremy Pena, Jose Altuve, Jose Abreu, and Victor Caratini will be the catcher behind the plate for a second plate behind the plate start for the Astros this season. As the top four guys of the Blue Jays order is on deck, just swinging the bat around. As Turner's just out there seeing what the starter's throwing. Doesn't mean he's going to bat. We hope he gets to bat in the first inning. As Valdez looks like he's ready to go. There's going to have to be a lot of things they might have to do next year. I believe at the deadline, if we are in a position that they will go after someone for this year, I really do miss Whit Merrifield. He was a favorite of mine, always has been, even when he was with the Royals. Whit Merrifield is a perfect example of a guy that can go do everything. As the first pitch missed this year, Springer is hitting 167 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs this season. As he will ground one to Altuve. Altuve will go to Jose Abreu, and Springer is out on the second pitch of the game. I think they'll see, for me, the whole Jays thing going after Ohtani showed they were willing to spend money. And I think if for the right fit, for the right type of player, they will spend the money to upgrade certain positions. And third base, of course, will be one, because Turner, I believe, is only on 1 year. And Guerrero will bounce one to Pena. Pena over to Abreu, and Guerrero's out, but it was a close play. They might take a look at this. Guerrero thinks he was close. Oh, half a step too short by Guerrero. He made that close, but he is out. And here's Bo Bichette. And that will miss high and outside for ball one. As Bichette's hitting 167 this year with 2 RBIs, he's probably going to take a couple pitches just so Valdez doesn't only throw 5 pitches this inning. Caratini behind the plate, and that is shot into right field, and Bo will start the game 1-for-1 with a single through the gap between Jose Abreu and Altuve. Boom. How do I hide that? Yeah, that's for sure. Justin Turner up to bat with Bo at first. 5 pitches in for Valdez. All the hit balls have been grounded. Just Bo Bichette has gotten it through the infield. 235 for Turner, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, all coming in the same game. And there's Turner, and he'll pull one foul for a 1-1 count. Holy, it's hot in here today. It's pretty hot out today. I wasn't expecting plus 20. As we got a 0-2 count here to Turner. They did call that one a strike. And Turner will ground that foul, staying alive. Another 0-2 count here to Turner. All good. Bo or Vlad, it really depends on. Bo's more of a contact hitter as of late, as Turner will send that down the right field line foul. I think Bo will win more awards. I don't think MVP's in the conversation, just type of player he is. It almost seems like MVP always goes to the best home run hitter in a sense, or the best pitcher. And Bo likes to hit his doubles and singles. As that ball is low, 4-ball, 1-1-2 count here. Valdez at 10 pitches now. As 1-2 count to Justin Turner. And he'll send that down the left field line. That's going to get to the wall. Bichette rounding second. He's going to be rounding third. Bichette is gang waved home. It's going to be a close play at home. And he is out. Bichette is out at home. As that was a perfect throw by Yordan Alvarez to get Bichette at home. As JT would have been at second on this play. As Bichette was thrown out on a good throw to the cutoff man, and the cutoff man got Bo at home. So that will end the inning. Jays get technically 2 hits because Justin Turner will get a hit out of that. But no score after the top of the first for the Jays. Valdez throwing 11 pitches as we are in commercial break here now. Yes, they're just talking about curling fever. That was a good try by Bichette. I think it would have been a better play to stop him and let the 5th hitter come up and try and score. I think it was Davis Snyder is the 5th batter tonight. And with how he could play against lefties, I would have just stopped him at 3rd. But good thing is the Jays aren't going to get no hit tonight. That's the good part. As we're just getting DoorDash commercials. Rogers, proud owner of the Toronto Blue Jays. And here we go. Houston's lineup for tonight's game. Altuve, Alvarez, Tucker, Bregman, Diaz, Abreu, McCormick, Pena, and Caratini. Yeah, that's true. It's trying to get in. As Barrios will be to start, he has 9 Ks per 9 as of right now after one start, a 3 ERA, and a whip of 1.17 was pretty solid for him. I think he only gave up 1 run, which was a leadoff home run in his first start. Ugh. A lot of changeup slurs are probably going to happen with the heavy rightness of this team. As the first pitch to Altuve, Altuve will crank that to center field, and on the warning track is Kevin Kiermaier. As that's 1 pitch, 1 out for Barrios. Yordan Alvarez up to bat, the second hitter, and he'll take a pitch down the left field line, and that will be caught by Davis Schneider. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Jose Abreu. Perfect start so far. You can't ask for a better start than this. Yes. Oh yeah, if he could go 3 pitches, 3 outs, that's be like playing MLB The Show on video games. As Tucker will take that one outside for ball 1. Tucker, 350 average, 2 home runs, which came last night against the Jays, 5 RBIs. And that is in for strike 1. That looked like the change up there. He's staying away from Tucker, which puts in the mind of Tucker, if you do it one more time, then you go inside, right? As he went inside on pitch number 3, and that is fouled out. As it's a 1-2 count to Tucker. 5 pitches in for Barrios. As Tucker will line it straight to Kiner Falefa, and that will be the 3rd out. I didn't watch much of the game last night. I was getting home from Eastern stuff, but yeah, by the sounds of it, they didn't strike out much. I think they only had 7 strikeouts out of the possible 27 batters or 30 batters, whatever it was. It was a lot of ground balls, hard hit balls to where guys were, is what I got out of it. As 6 pitches in, Barrios will be done with this bottom of the first, score 0-0. Good play by Yordan Alvarez to save a run to hit Bregman, and Bregman throwing out Bichette trying to score from first. Way better start than last night's game, for sure. As we're just watching Mary Brown's commercial now. That was a pretty fast first inning. I think that only lasted like 10 minutes. If they last only 10 minutes for every inning, I'll be down for that. You guys probably heard the motorcycles. Live in a motorcycle neighborhood all around me. Davis Schneider will be leading off for the Jays. They're replaying they're replaying Snyder's home run against Alexander against the Rays a few games ago. Snyder does like to hit against lefties, so this is a favorable matchup for Davis Schneider. As Snyder's getting into the box, Valdez is getting his pitch, and we'll start the top of the second here, score 0-0. And that will be called a strike in the upper half of the plate. That's pitch number 12 so far for Valdez in this game. Pretty quick first inning, like I said. As here's pitch number 2, and Snyder will foul that to the right side for a 0-2 count here. Snyder hitting .250 on the season. David Snyder, 14.5 at-bats per home run last season. Of course, ending the season not how he started, as he will strike out on a curveball, 3 straight strikes for Valdez to get his first strikeout of the game. Just going to write this down so I remember how many strikeouts each pitcher has here. As here's the 15th pitch of the game by Valdez. That will be going outside for ball 1 as Alejandro Kirk is up to bat here with 1 out. Kirk gets a hold of that one, and that will go foul down the right field line. Almost seems like the Jays are just behind on what looks like the sinker. Could be the sinker from Valdez that they are just kind of a little late on. As here's the 1-1 count to Kirk, and that will be a curveball in the dirt. Good take by Kirk for ball 2. As the 2-1 count to Kirk, 17 pitches into the top of the second here, 1 out. And that is swung and fouled off. A curveball fouled off by Kirk. 2-2 count here for Kirk. Got the hiccups right now. My bad. As Valdez is just kind of taking his time here. 2-2 pitch on its way here to Alejandro Kirk. And Kirk will swing on a curveball again, and that is 2 straight strikeouts on curveballs by Alejandro Kirk. That's 2 straight strikeouts on swinging on the curveball in the dirt. Up to bat now, Ernie Clement. As he'll check his swing, but it is called strike 1 as they say he broke the plane. Clement hitting .250 this year. Bottom of the order type of guy for the Blue Jays. As he'll rip that one to Bregman on the ground. Bregman over to Abreu for the 3rd out as they go 1-2-3 in the top of the second. I did not know that. As they go 1-2-3 that inning. I think each commercial breaks about 2.5 minutes I've seen on the countdown timer for the MLB games. As we're just going to wait through these commercials. Hopefully the Jays can get something done in the top of the 3rd. But we'll see what Jose Barrios can do. Too many Jose's in this game, if you actually think about it. As Valdez has 2 strikeouts. As they're talking about some easy financial stuff. So let's get going here. I want to watch baseball. I don't want to watch commercials here. Hazel May. Bowden Francis taking blame for the loss yesterday. How he kept attacking hitters, 7 earned runs in 5 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 10 hits. And the Astros were on his fastball when it was up in the zone. As Kevin Gausman's just hanging out with Bowden Francis. That's a guy you can learn from for sure. It's going to go check this. As the ground ball to Bichette, he'll throw over to Guerrero for 1 out. He had 7 Ks too, so he got hit around, but was a strikeout machine. Kevin Gausman's probably one guy you would want to talk to, as Diaz is up to bat hitting .444 this season. And that is down and away for ball 1 from Barrios. Barrios only 8 pitches in here with 1 out in the second. If he could keep that up, he's going a full game here. As that one's down in the dirt too for ball 2 by Barrios. As Yonder Diaz, who had 2 home runs last night against Francis, I believe it was. As that is ball 3. So 3 straight balls to Diaz. Yeah, I would have preferred him to have his start against the Rays and Gausman to have his first start against the Astros. I think that would have been a fair matchup, but that's why I'm not the manager of the Blue Jays. As Barrios pumps in a strike there, 3-1 count to Diaz. And a swinging strike as Barrios has brought the count back to 3-2 here against Diaz. 12 pitches in. I believe that's Jose Abreu on deck. I believe he's 79. As there's a ground ball to Bichette, over to Guerrero, 2 outs. As that's 2 outs from Bichette to Guerrero to start out this inning. Whew, I'm getting tired already. As Barrios 13 pitches in, Abreu hitting .067. That is not good whatsoever. As here's the pitch, and that hits the corner for strike 1 inside there. As Barrios gets ahead in the count here. And and that will be low and inside for a 1-1 count. I was looking for my phone. I forgot it was. That's what I'm watching it on. As here's the third pitch of the bat, and Abreu will send that down the right field line, foul, and the count goes to 1-2 here. As here comes Barrios with the 1-2 pitch. And they're going to see if he swung. No, he checked his swing, so it's a 2-2 count. That was pretty close, but can't be as bad as the officiating in the Oilers game last night. 2-2 pitch, that is hit foul by Abreu. 2-2. This is pitch 19 of the game for Barrios. And the slurve missed completely, as it's a 3-2 count to Abreu here with the 20th pitch of the game for Barrios coming up. 0-0 here. between Toronto and Houston, bottom of the second. And that is strike 3, a fastball down the middle. Abreu cannot hit it, and that's Barrios' first strikeout of the game. As the Jays and Astros finish the second inning here. Literally, the game only started like 24 minutes ago, so they're on perfect pace for me to stay up all night to stream this. We'll see how it goes, though. As we got a home hardware commercial going here. I did not know that, Michael. That's good to know. I do like my moose meat. I do. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa pitch last night? Did I just read that right? Hear that right? As he's up to bat here to start the top of the third. 0-0. Valdez and Barrios having pretty good, solid starts to their game tonight. As that will find the strike zone against IKF to start the third inning. Damn, he's pitched 5 innings in his career. He's given up 4 hits and 1 run. That's actually pretty good for an infielder. As pitch number 2 finds the strike zone. 0-2 count to start the top half of the third to IKF. And here's Valdez, and that was the curveball, and IKF realized that was coming. As the 1-2 pitch by Valdez to IKF, he's taking a sweet time throwing it. And that's another curveball. And that hit IKF. $74. Yeah, they said he had 2 pop-ups and a ground out last night on 3 pitches. As IKF gets hit by a pitch on the breaking ball, right on the tip of the toes. So he'll be at first, and Kevin Kiermaier is up to bat. He's only hitting .083, I believe that is. As we're just waiting for the ball boy to actually do his job, get the some more baseballs there. Here's Kiermaier, 25 pitches in for Valdez here in the top of the third. And that is a swinging strike for strike 1 on Kiermaier. Kiermaier hitting 0.083 this season in 4 games with 1 RBI. Hopefully he could turn that around. We need him on base. As Kiermaier will hit that to Altuve to Pena. And that will go to first for the double play as Valdez gets Kiermaier to swing at probably a pitch he shouldn't have swung swung at, being a lefty versus lefty with a guy on first. As that is a double play for the Astros. 2 outs here, top of the third. Tuve to Pena over to Abreu, and Kiermaier could not run that out. And here's George Springer up to bat here, grounded out his first time up. And he'll ground back out to Pena again, and that is 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Jays this top of the third with 1 hit by a pitch, and Barrios is on his way out again. That was pretty fast top of the third. As they're talking about Jose Barrios' Gold Glove bobblehead. If anyone goes to that game, I would like one. Friday, April 12th, you get a Gold Glove bobblehead of Jose Barrios. They actually look kind of nice, not going to lie. I do need to switch the room up here so I can hang stuff behind me. As we're just in a commercial, how it's snowing in March on this commercial. How the dad wants to barbecue, the son wants to ride the bike, the daughter wants to jump on the trampoline. I don't know what commercial this is. Oh, Canadian Tire. Not really. I do go sometimes with my uncle, but yes, we just got a comment on my previous Oilers video. I just kind of popped up and blocked my whole chat. As we're back to Minute Maid Park here in a matter of seconds for the bottom of the third. Valdez versus Barrios this game. Downtown Houston, which I might be going to Minnesota next year to watch the Jays in Minnesota. My uncle goes out a lot, and then he just gives me some. As that is strike 1 from Barrios. Pitch number 2 is low, 1-1 to Chas McCormick here. 22 pitches for Barrios through 2 innings and 2 pitches in this inning. And Chas will line that into center, right center. He's going to second, and Springer guns him out. Springer guns out McCormick trying to go for 2. That was a perfect throw. Perfect throw by George Springer. And Houston knows all about his arm there to gun out guys at second. That was a good cutoff by Springer. And that was perfect. That was actually a pretty good cutoff by Springer. Chas McCormick slid over the base. I think that's why he was out. As that is called a ball. That is a strike on probably 9 out of 10 umpires, but okay. Ball 1 to Pena, Jeremy Pena here. He hit a home run last night. And he'll hit a ground ball to Barrios to Guerrero. That will be 2 outs on 25 pitches. And that's why he won the Gold Glove last year for the pitching, because Barrios can just field like infielder can. As here's pitch number 27. It's been a long day. It's only, 6:45? I've been up for almost, 14 hours? I don't do play-by-play much. This is kind of new to me as well. As there's a ball, there we go. So that is grounded foul to the right side by Caratini. With 2 outs here in the third for the Astros. Caratini, 0-1 count here. Barrios pitching pretty darn well, if I should say so, as of right now. I still think the Jays won that trade, Barrios and sending whoever. I think it was Austin Martin over. I think Austin Martin actually just made his big league debut. And that is strike 3 for Barrios, his second strikeout of the game, as Caratini strikes out, as the Jays and Houston are tied 0-0 going into the top of the fourth. We've only been live for 45 minutes, and we are through 3 innings with half of that time, I think, pregame. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. As we're just in commercial break now. Whew, neck's getting sore. I have neck problems right now. All right. I don't need to know about fishing lines and stuff. Not too sure what this commercial is. Canada Life, whatever that is. Not too sure what that is. Canada's Got Talent commercial here, as we're just waiting for the game to resume here. Jays Astros 0-0. 2 strikeouts for Barrios, 2 strikeouts for Valdez. As we're just watching Canada's Got Talent commercials here. And now a Chili's commercial, I believe. Yeah, I could tell you that. So a bunch of Blue Jays fans down at Minute Maid Park enjoying some hot dogs. Looney Dog Day is Tuesday, April 9th for anyone that, can attend the games. I wish I could. That's one thing on my bucket list, is go attend a Blue Jays game at home. Ooh. That's Guerrero's gang ready. Oh, yeah, she would. She always makes fun of me because I mistalk or I talk too fast. My daughter's the same way. She talks too fast like I do. As here's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. to lead off the top of the fourth, and that will be low for ball 1. Valdez has given up 2 hits, struck out 2, and has hit a batter in this game so far. Vladdy 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts last night. And that is down and inside for ball 2. That's 30 pitches for Valdez to start the top of the 4th inning here. As that one will catch in there. That looked like the 2-seam. Came back in. Guerrero didn't swing, and that will be strike 1. 2-1 count here to Guerrero. And Guerrero will ground that to Pena and throw over to Abreu for out number 1. Guerrero grounds in to ground out. Yes, here's Bo Bichette. He's 1 for 1 with a single this game. As Bichette will bounce that over Valdez, and Pena will charge that and throw him out. That was a good play by Pena here. Yeah, Vladdy is in better shape now than he was. He kind of looks like how he was when he first came into the league, where he was decent shaped. Eight out of the 11 outs that Valdez has got this game has been ground outs. Here's Justin Turner, who hit a double in the top of the first, which Bichette got thrown out at home. He's hitting 278 now with that double in the first. As the count's 0-1, here's the second pitch to Turner, and Turner will foul that to the right, and foul ball there. 35 pitches for Valdez through 3 2/3 innings. Yeah, he has to. If he wants to get paid, he needs to produce pretty well. As Turner will hit that down the left field line, and that will be another double for Justin Turner. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles this game. As there's a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs for Davis Schneider. That was a curveball by the top of his shoes. That was a pretty good curveball, and he went down and got that and sent it down the left field line. So that was a good play by Justin Turner. Good hit. As Davis Schneider will try and score him now with 2 outs in the game. Or in the frame, sorry. And he'll send one right to Pena on the first pitch. And he'll throw Schneider out as Turner is left on board here. They can't be doing that. They got to be more patient with Valdez. As we're going into the break here between the top of the fourth and bottom of the fourth. Probably do the Jays' fifth, and then I should probably go help the wife with the kids here pretty soon. As we're just going through a commercial break here. I do safety. Safety in the oil field. I basically work summer times, get the winters off. It's a pretty good chill job to have. As we got San Diego Studios on the screen here. Showing the MLB The Show 24 with Vladdy on the cover. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, let's get back to Minute Maid Park here as Blue Jays honored Jackie Robinson's 42 hat giveaway on April 15th. That'd be a cool hat to have too. This is why I need to move to Toronto so I could go to Jays games and get this cool stuff. Go to Raptors games too. That would be great to do. Because there's a bunch of Blue Jays fans in the stands here at Minute Maid Park. Barrios entering his 4th inning of work and starts it off with a ball outside to Jose Altuve. Barrios has given up 1 hit, striking out 2 in this game as Altuve crushes one to deep left field, and Altuve has sent that out of the ballpark into the stands, and that is 1-0 Houston off of a high fastball where he got under it last time up, and they went back to that pitch, and Altuve was ready for it. as Altuve gives Houston a 1-0 lead here. 404 feet. As Altuve celebrating. Here's Barrios to Yordan Alvarez. He'll throw a slurve in there for strike one. And Altuve knew that right when it happened. I kind of figured he was waiting on that pitch. He just missed it first time around, and they tried to go back with it, and he got a hold of that one. And that's a broken bat single to center by Alvarez. So 2 up this inning with a home run and a single to start it off, and Kyle Tucker is up to bat now. No, I don't think she will. Talk to her about maybe moving to the States or something. But no, she won't buy it. She said only Vancouver. I said, haha, yeah, right. Vancouver's too expensive to live. As here's Barrios, he'll miss the strike zone for ball 1 to Kyle Tucker. And this is why the Jays like Barrios. Even if he gives up a home run and a hit right after, he can compose himself. And he misses low again. That's 2-0 count to Kyle Tucker here. Tucker is 4 for 12 against Barrios lifetime. And he'll get that over to Clement, to Bichette, over to Guerrero for an out. Sorry, that was IKF to Bichette, not Clement. As Barrios gets a double play there to erase the single. Yeah, that's true. So a double play there to kind of get back in the swing of things. Altuve with a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 4th here. 2 outs now for Alex Bregman, as that is a ball. Next pitch is hit right to IKF by Bregman over to Guerrero, and that ends the inning. So only one mistake there by Barrios. The home run for Altuve, and it is 1-0 for the Astros over the Jays. As we'll do the top of the 5th, and I'm going to head out here. Probably do some of the game tomorrow as well. We'll see how it goes. The Oilers play tomorrow. I think Keys and Ace are ready in a sense. I think Kevin Gausman, of course, is a little bit better. But I think the way Barrios composes himself after his first year with the Jays, it showed his true colors of who he can be. I think his first year was kind of shadowed by injuries. It was also shadowed by his first year in a whole different country, a whole new atmosphere. It does take some people time to kind of grow into knowing I have a whole country that watches me now, just not a population, right? So that is something I think Barrios was kind of starstruck in a sense. As they are showing a canoeing commercial here. Like I said, I'll get done the top of the 5th, and we'll see where we go from there. We've been live for an hour so far. Yeah, Gausman is great. Thing with Gausman and Bassett, though, is they are getting up there in age, but we'll see how it goes for Gausman. He does have a pretty nasty splitter, which helps him a lot against right-handed batters. Blue Jays, no runs on 3 hits. Houston, 1 run on 3 hits in this game. Valdez, 37 pitches through 4 innings. The Jays need to kind of hold off on swinging at so much. As Kirk is up to bat, you'll have Kirk, IKF, and Clement, I believe. Or Kirk, Clement, IKF. And that is missed. Barrios had 38 pitches this game too. So clearly the teams are swinging a lot. As Kirk will foul that one to the backstop. 1-1 count to Kirk. True, he does have a lot of pitches. I think he has 5. As here's the 1-1 count to Kirk. And Kirk will foul that one out. As he should have probably left that for a ball, but it's a lot easier said watching the game than playing it. As here's the 1-2 pitch to Kirk, and he'll ground that foul again down the left side. 41 pitches for Valdez in this game. 1-2 count to Kirk. No one out here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 Astros off of a solo homer by Altuve in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Kirk. And that will be low and away. That was close. But it's a 2-2 count now to Kirk. Good eye by him. As here's Valdez with the 2-2 pitch. And there's a curve. And he did not go. Kirk almost went. But it is a full count now to Alejandro Kirk. With Ernie Clement up next. And then IKF. And then Kiermaier if it goes that far. As Kirk swings through that curveball for strike 3. That is Valdez's 3rd strikeout of the game. Curveball that was down the middle. Kirk just swung too early there. As here comes Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1 in this game. He'll watch a strike 1 lower half of the outside corner. Bryce Harper has hit 3 home runs tonight for the Phillies. At the end of 7 as Clement hits that one foul. As they're talking that Harper may be able to get one more at bat to hit 4 home runs. We'll keep an eye out on that. 0-2 count, 1 out here for Ernie Clement. And he gets a hold of that one. That line drive goes to center. Alvarez there to pick it up. That's a single for Ernie Clement. And IKF is up to bat, being hit in his last at bat. Dolany TV pulled something. As here's IKF, and he'll watch 2-seam fastball hit the outside of the plate for strike 1. Like I said, hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. 48 pitches for Valdez. And that 2-seam is up and away by Valdez. 1-1 count. Valdez really using his 2-seam fastballs early in the count. And then looks like he's going for his curveballs to end it. As that one will catch the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Another looked like two-seam fastball to IKF. So 1-2 count here. And IKF will ground that to Altuve. To Pena over to first, but that is safe as IKF outruns the throw to first, as that will be an infielder's choice there against IKF. Yeah, he just outbeat that one. IKF, Kevin Kiermaier up to bat. And that is a strike 1, 52 pitches for Valdez through 4 2/3 innings. Yeah, let's smack one out of the park here. Let's take a 2-1 lead. As that pitch almost hit Kevin Kiermaier, that will be ball 1. As it's a 1-1 count here to Kiermaier. Valdez steps off, takes time. So here's Kevin Kiermaier, 0 for 1 tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's inside and swung at by Kevin Kiermaier. That'll be strike 2. He should have just left that one go. That was so inside. 1-2 pitch here to Kiermaier. 55.2 ground ball percentage in 2023 for Valdez. And that is in the dirt. That's a curveball in the dirt, but IKF does not run as it didn't go that far. Caratini with a good defensive play there for the Astros. Two count here. And Kiermaier strikes out, as that's the 4th strikeout for Valdez. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. I got to be up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Michael, for keeping me company. I do appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in.